All right, what's up, guys? I making this video today to talk about the. I know every YouTuber has made a video in the past 48 hours about this, but the Fender lawsuit. So let's talk about it. If you have been living under a rock in guitar world, Fender has sued, or sorry. Well, they did sue a Chinese guitar manufacturer. Chinese guys didn't show up in court. They automatically won the decision. They had to argue their case, but they didn't have to argue against anyone. They just had to talk to a judge. So that happened, and then as of 2 or 3 days ago, they sent a bunch of guitar makers, boutique guitar makers specifically, cease and desist to stop making their S-style, their Stratocaster style guitars. A bunch of people are scared. A bunch of YouTubers made videos talking about it. People are saying they will never buy Fenders ever again, which I don't believe. But yeah, so where do we go from here? One thing I find interesting is that they didn't, or at least I believe they didn't do anything regarding the Telecaster. I don't know if that's because their lawyers feel that they can't do anything with the I don't really know specifically, but they were told that they had to give, these builders had to give customer information about the people buying their guitars, which is insane. They had to destroy said guitars that meet, I guess, the criteria as copies or infringing on their IP. I think they had to pay a fat fine. It's like 25 grand for every guitar sold, something insane. So how do we interpret this? I know Tim Pierce made a video. I saw Phil McKnight, Know Your Gear, made a video. A bunch of people made a video. Music is Win made a video. So as you're obviously wondering, what do I think? Because I'm obviously more important than that. No, but I think that this lawsuit is so fucking stupid. I mean, I think that's a general consensus. But what I think is stupid about this lawsuit is, like, number one, Fender should have just... Well, there's, like, so many reasons why this lawsuit is stupid. For example, they never copyright or trademarked the design to begin with. They have been litigious about the headstock. I didn't know this is a Telecaster, but the headstock, the Fender headstock, you can't copy that. But, like, and I guess in the case they were saying that it's like the body shape was an artistic design, like, created by Leo Fender, inspired by the curves of classic cars and women. That's all bullshit. I know they have to push the artistic vision to get the trade or the copyright, but it's fucking bullshit because, for example, Martins from the I think even the 1800s have curves because it's ergonomic design for your leg. Same thing with cutaways. It's not artistic design. It's just fucking so you can put your hands on the higher frets. And also, I think that it's pretty important that they never really, like, got the IP to begin with. So it's kind of too late now. It's been 70, 80 years. But I think that's general consensus. What I think is stupid is that, for example, number one, they should just make better guitars, because the issue of people buying from other brands is not because people are, like, other companies are stealing their IP. It's because I'm ironically holding a Fender guitar, but it's because their guitars are expensive and oftentimes not worth the money. Some of the best Fenders are Squiers, which is, like, that's a problem. Like, obviously you get a Fender custom shop, they're decent guitars, but I don't know. No, 99% of guitar players either don't have the money or are not willing to or deserve a $4,000 guitar. So, like, it doesn't make sense. Number two, I think that this lawsuit's extremely short-sighted because the PR nightmare that this lawsuit is going to cause in the guitar community or with guitar players is going to be far worse than the money they would make or save by winning the lawsuit or punishing these boutique builders, because people are fucking mad, and I think a lot of it is fake outrage. People are going to still buy Fender guitars. I think also it's easy to believe what's said in the social media, online guitar, YouTube echo chamber. I would assume that probably 85% of people who play guitars or buy Fenders don't care, don't know, or will never see anything about this. They're just going to go to their local guitar center or music store and just buy the guitars. Like, it's also easy to think about what people online and social media and what they're saying, for example, in English. For example, there's a lot of people in the world who play guitar and don't speak English. This might not be, I don't know for sure because I haven't looked at social media in other languages. But I think there's probably a lot of people who will never know or care. But I think this will be a PR nightmare. And I think, for example, Tim Pierce said that whether that's true or not, he might go back on his statement. He might get sponsored by Fender. He is a pretty important guitar player and personality on YouTube. I believe he seemed pretty mad when he said what he said, that he wouldn't take... Well, he didn't say he wouldn't take sponsors. He said he didn't think he'd get sponsored by Fender. But I don't know. I think that they're fucking stupid for doing this. And I don't think that it's worth it. But what I think is interesting is, for example, in America, 100%, they can't do anything about the Strat body. It's in public domain. I don't know if the Telecaster is, but I believe it is because it's older than the Strat. But they're doing... So, like, for example, I would call it the California strategy. For example, like, California can dictate what is sold in the entire United States because it is so large of an economy. If they make laws, for example, companies have to cater their products to all the U.S. They're not going to sell a different... Well, some do sell different products in California. So I assume that's what they're doing with their lawsuit in Europe, because they know that boutique builders are not going to make... And I say boutique, I think that... I'm pretty sure they sent a cease and desist that's not confirmed to PRS for the Silver Sky. They don't want to... These builders don't want to make separate guitars just for Europe, right? So I think the idea is to scare builders. Because right now they're kind of in limbo. Because, like, chances are Fender's probably going to lose this lawsuit. But it kind of, like, puts a lot of these dealers in limbo. But which is... So, like, they have to consider these new designs or options, or kind of hold off on what their plans are until this lawsuit finishes. Maybe that's their goal, to just fucking... Which is shitty, if it is, to just, like, fuck everyone up and lose the lawsuit anyways, which makes zero sense. Like, is very short-sighted, like I said. Because Europe is such a big market that they can do that. I think they sued or sent cease and desists to Thomann as well, which is like the German Guitar Center or European Guitar Center. Because Thomann makes Harley Bentons, which is a huge cut into Fender's market share. I think it's just stupid and makes zero sense. I really think that the PR nightmare is going to bite them in the ass way longer term. Because, I don't know, it's just like kind of something that people will remember. I think it's going to bite them in the ass way longer term than any gains they'll get from securing the design of the Stratocaster. Yeah, so that was the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. And, yeah, I hope you have a good day.